Well, good Sunday morning. We're all here, which means none of us won the Powerball. That's a little bit of a sad, stark awakening on a snowy Sunday morning.
Stretch your mind out to a billion. I mean, unless it's a billion, I'm not playing.
$1 billion or bust.
Pavel Datsyuk was the Powerball number, 13.
13 was. Unlucky or lucky 13, as some say it. Hi, I'm Justin Rose, host of the Suburban Ford 7 Sports Cave, joined today by Rico Beard of Detroit Sports 105.1 and Stoney from 97.1 The Ticket. Good morrow, gentlemen.
How are you? Happy New Year.
You know, it could be a pretty big day, pretty breaking day for Lions fans. Bob Quinn gets hired, former Patriots director of scouting, and he's been with that franchise since 2000. He's now the Lions GM. They're kind of working out the terms of his deal. We'll have a press conference later this week, but the bigger news today probably is that he's going to be deciding Jim Caldwell's future in the next probably few hours. Maybe not today, maybe early tomorrow. We'll know more. First impressions of this guy, when you hear him, you kind of read his bio. What do you guys kind of think? Is this the right move?
Well, he has a great resume. Yeah. He comes from the great franchise that you want somebody who's actually won Super Bowls and helped build a team. However, if you look at some of the other people who have done the same thing, Scott Pioli, who I championed after they got rid of Millen, that didn't work in Kansas City. Dimitroff in Atlanta, mixed results. The guy in Tampa Bay, he's had two years. He hasn't done squat. So it's not a guaranteed, automatic, hey, we got a guy from the Patriots. Doesn't mean it's going to be great.
It's a lot harder when you don't have that New England safety net underneath you. So when you make that choice, you're making that choice. And New England's a machine. And he's, I'm happy to see he was there for the grassroots.
Right.
But when you make your first pick in the draft, that's going to be your first pick of many you hope to come. But this team needs an instant turnaround. And coaches and staffs don't last that long, as you're seeing in Tampa and other places. You get 2 years now.
Yeah. How many college drafts did he actually do? That's the Lions' biggest problem, is the college draft. The free agents have been okay, and that's what his background is more in the pro deal.
Right. Yeah, and he's been supported by Bill Belichick as he comes over, and he's been in the draft room with him over the years. And the Patriots have been known better to draft late than early. I think they took the flyer on Gronkowski, but that was a pretty good one. Here's his resume as you look at it. He's been with the Patriots since 2000, and I like the way that he's kind of moved up methodically through this system, which to me, over 16 years of time, shows that he has a pretty good idea of what he's doing. You don't just move up for the sake of moving up.
Here's what I like. If you see the word next to that, all those names, scout. You have someone who can actually go out and find talent, because the Lions just haven't been able to do it. It stands what, the 2013 draft. Right. Other than that, it's been a bust. They can't get it right. I like the fact that really, for the first time in a long time, they just stepped out of the Lions' shadow, out of the family, and went and got someone new.
Right.
And because the Lions way hasn't worked.
Who's actually worked in football besides broadcasting? Because the only other time they went outside the box was Millen.
Right.
But this is it's refreshing. And if it doesn't work, at least I think they did the right thing. Now, did they interview enough people? The guy in Seattle, they like Kirchner. They never really got to speak to him.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's one of those, if you sit across and you know that you like somebody, do you really need someone else? But you're the Lions, so you're correct. You should have interviewed about 300 more people.
I applaud the Lions for this, because they've gone outside the franchise for the first time. But this guy's young, 39 years old. Some people may look at that, it's a younger game now. The game has transformed and having younger minds, people, with relationships still building. I think that I like, but you're right. The Lions need talent, and that's what they're going to do with a guy like this. And by the way, when are they going to, whoever's going to get the first shirt out there, Quinning. I want that. I want that shirt. Quinning.
That's not bad.
It's not so, no, Rico hates it.
Jeez, really?
Come on, man.
Stayed up all last night to think
I thought about that really hard. Quinning.
The mighty Quinn.
How about
Mighty Quinn?
Okay.
The Quan, remember from, what was it, Jerry Maguire? Oh, God.
We're
going back in time.
How about just win a game? How about that?
We could.
Better yet, win a playoff game. Kansas City is now out of that fraternity.
That's right.
It's down to 2, Cincinnati and Detroit. Ooh. That's it.
We're going to get to that Cincinnati Steelers game later in final thoughts, because I got lots to say about that one. But let's stick to the Lions here.
No, but I'm saying just win.
Well,
change the culture.
Just Quinn, baby.
Just Quinn, baby. Quinning. Use the hashtag Quinning.
I like the fact that he's a scout. This team has just been abysmal. They can't get anything right. I mean, if there is one person not to take, they find a way to darko it every year.
Well, and here's an interesting question, because his first pick isn't going to be in May when the draft is. His first pick is probably in the next 12 hours when he identifies whether or not he's going to keep Jim Caldwell around.